referee Ronnie Campbell of Widnes got a very difficult weather conditions on his hands for this game. It's wet, it's windy, and Neil Holding slides the ball along the floor, looking to use those damp, murky conditions. Floodlights already on, but I'm sure there are going to be 1 or 2 stars light up this game this afternoon. Henderson Gill reacting there to interference at the play of the ball. Wigan in the traditional cherry and white hoops. Unusual to see a Lancashire Cup final being played on one of the contestants' home ground, but such is the size of the crowd here, approaching 30,000, that Wigan was one of the few grounds that could hold it. And St Helens in unusual colours, blue for them. Wigan using this big, heavier pack than St Helens. Graham West, big, tall, rangy, 6'5" lad, captain of the New Zealand side. Ian Potter looking for a way through, but I think that the tackling in both sides will be tight, it'll be controlled. Wigan driving with the Brian Case. Had a very successful debut for Great Britain in Australia this summer. Fairhurst to Cannon. Oh, good high ball, a tester here for Young Day and Vivers. Oh, well taken. But offside. Well, a good confidence take there from this youngster, Sean Day. Had trials with Preston North End as a soccer player, but wanted to play rugby league for St Helens. Mal Meninga, Saints, Australian import, puts the ball to touch. St Helens' first touch of the ball, Neil Holding to play. And offside. Well, good refereeing decision there from Ronnie Campbell, getting the two teams apart. He wants to see some good open rugby. 10 yards he signals. And with these two sides very, very close, traditional rivals. The last time and the only time that these two have ever met in a Lancashire Cup final. We had a 42,000 attendance on at Station Road, Swinton. And a big crowd here now. St Helens successfully got away from the line there with 2 good kicks to touch from Meninga. Neil Holding to play. Peter Gall. Cumbrian forward, seen good solid service in recent seasons for St Helens. Oh, darting run by Holding. Very quick, very fast this lad. Most dangerous from the acting half-back position. Pinner. Oh, good tackle there from Case. 1, 2, 3 cherry and white men into the tackle. They'll be looking at Pinner, this number 13. He's a danger man for St Helens, a good footballer. Platt. And an off-the-ball incident. Touch judge, Mr. Simpson, spotted it, but referee Ronnie Campbell spotted it first. Graham Littrop pushed to the floor, taken out of the game without the ball in his hands. So the first chance to St Helens. And it's youngster Sean Day, 38 goals already to his credit this season, but none more important than this one. It's directly in front of the post, it's about 40 yards out. But of course, I don't think this youngster has ever kicked a goal in these conditions with a crowd like this. No, missed it. Well, a good opportunity there for St Helens to go in the lead, but youngster Day perhaps a little unnerved at the size of this crowd and the atmosphere. So score still, no points each. Tommy Whitfield to drop it. Long one. Andy Platt bringing it away. This boy Platt will be very keen to do well against Wigan. He was signed from the local amateur club, Wigan St Patrick's. Tony Burke. Ooh, some force there behind Burke, but even more force, I think, behind that tackle from Graham West. Penny. Looking for Holding. No way through. Peter Gawley. Well, certainly Graham West, the Wigan skipper, number 11, second row, setting the example with his tackling. Oh, and the kick, good kick from Pinner. Sensing that there was no way through the kick. Harry Pinner, long, raking kick to touch there from St Helens skipper, number 13. Puts St Helens on the attack. Many observers felt that the damp weather, murky conditions would suit the heavier Wigan pack. St Helens, I think, having more speed in their pack, but not as aggressive as the Wigan pack can be. And feeding. Ronnie Campbell obviously wanting a good scrum feed. And Meningo to kick to touch. Just put it in the corner. St Helens had a leisurely training session this morning at 11 o'clock just to check everything, check the fitness. Came through well. Tony Burke flashing for an early try to St Helens. Oh, Meninga going for the line there. He's got Day with him. Oh, is he over? Yes, he's over. Oh, magnificent piece of play from Mal Meninga, the Australian import who's done so much to rejuvenate this St Helens club. Dummied the ball today. People thought, I thought myself, that he'd done the wrong thing, but when you're 16 stone and you're 6'3", you can do what you want 5 yards from the line, and he did. A good try. So St Helens already 4 points in the lead and only 6 minutes gone. Another chance for Day. He's been in very good form this season. It's a high one, and it's there. Oh, beautiful kick. Well, he might well throw his fist up in the air. He made up for that first one, and the St Helens supporters in that huge crowd delighted. So 6 points to 0 for St Helens. Wigan's Colin Whitfield to restart. And play on. Well, a good kick. Both teams kicking the ball along the floor. It's very greasy, very wet from the early morning rain. And both sides having difficulty picking it up off the floor. Penalty. Against Peter Gawley for St Helens, interfering at the tackle. A silly penalty there from Gawley. And you've just gone in the lead by 6 points to 0. You want to hold it, and you don't give penalties away in front of your posts. So the first opportunity for Colin Whitfield. Side foot so much favoured by kickers today. Well struck. And accurate. So Wigan pull 2 points back thanks to that trusty boot from Colin Whitfield. 6 points to 2 now for St Helens. Both these sides been in very good form. St Helens won the last 5 matches, and Wigan won the last 3. Youngster Sean Edwards recently celebrated his 18th birthday, signed at 17 for £35,000, one of the youngest, biggest signings in the game. Wigan seeming content to use the pack, and then Jimmy Fairhurst kicking the ball upfield. Oh, good catch from Bill Beavers. Playing with his hand plastered up, a broken finger. which may have caused him to lose that ball, perhaps not quite got the grip that he should have. Fairhurst to West. Oh, but a good bruising tackle there from number 12, Paul Round for St Helens. I don't think any quarter will be given, no quarter asked. Oof, Sean Wayne certainly went down with a bump. Fairhurst. And it's significant that both these packs are going up to meet the opposition. There's a sign of keenness there. Graham West ploughing through, looking for support. He does to Kiss. Courtney. Fairhurst looking for the gap. But well taken by number 6 for St Helens, Chris Arkwright. Edwards, long, high ball. Beavers. Well, I saw something going there from Brian Case, but I don't think referee Ronnie Campbell did. And I've no doubt St Helens fullback Bill Beavers felt it. Andy Platt. It'll be very hard for these first 10-15 minutes, both sides softening each other up. Skipper Harry Pinner looking for the gap. Very good ball distributor, this number 13 Pinner. In holding. Long raking kick. No, well taken by Henderson Gill. This boy likes to run in midfield. Very, very strong, a bit like a clockwork mouse when he gets going. Hurries, scutters everywhere. Case. Solid workhorse Brian Case. Run all day. Courtney. West. Wigan just getting a little bit too tied up in the middle, I think, with the forwards, bringing it in ones rather than moving it. To Ledger. First touch of the ball for Ledger. Ooh. Well, Meninga is supposed to be a centre, but bringing the ball away like a prop forward. Today, good tussle there with the Australian Aboriginal wing for Wigan, John Ferguson. Oh, good ball from Pinner. But both sides passing flat across the field, not many gaps coming at the moment. Oh, well picked up by Holding. He's got Day with him. Day's got space on the outside. Can he beat Edwards? No. Copybook tackle from youngster Sean Edwards there. And well covered by Mark Cannon, the standoff. But St Helens on the attack. Beavers. Oh, it's a high ball. Oh, well taken. Well, when you're 6'5", that extra reach tells, and Graham West was there. Good recovery from Wigan skipper Graham West. Wigan bringing that ball away again. Sean Wayne. Rather a surprise selection. Ex-Great Britain Colt brought in, I think, to give a bit more pace to the Wigan pack. Case. Oh, good run from Brian Case there, breaking 2 tackles. Wigan using these tactics of Fairhurst kicking the ball deep, but no real trouble for Day or Weavers so far. Meninga again, coming at first man. How the crowd love this man. Tony Burke. Penalty. Yes, referee Campbell spotted it. Keep it quiet too, Harry, says Ron Campbell. I've seen it, I've spotted it. Fist going in there on Harry Pinner. So another opportunity for Day. Well worth a chance in a derby final as close as this. These 2 points at the end of the day, they can be vital. Making a good toe hold in the pitch. Very, very soft. Heavy overnight rain this morning. A similar kick to his first one in front of the post, but about 45 yards out. Yeah, very good kick if he gets this. But these are the sort of kicks that win cup finals. No, just swung it to the right of the post, so still 6 points to 2 for St Helens. And of course, when the ball goes over the dead ball line, direct from the kick, drop out from the 25. Andy Pratt. Good tackle from Wigan hooker number 9, Nicky Kiss, just forced himself back into the team in the last couple of weeks. Pinner looking for the gap, gets Burke. If these St Helens forwards can run off these half gaps that Pinner's creating, there'll be opportunities. To Allen. Oh, good dummy from Lipshot. He's got gap here, he's got space, he's got Round with him. Now then, can Round make it to the line? He can run, this boy. Oh no, I think he took the wrong opportunity. He turned to the right. Good tackle again by Graham West, but he should have kept going. Now St Helens with an overlap. Oh! Harry Pinner took the ball with one hand, and he had a 5-man overlap, and it would have been a certain try. Well, any youngsters watching, take the ball with 2 hands. John Ferguson coming in from the wing there, spotted the danger. And a let off for Wigan there, and it was this man who stopped it, Graham West. He covered back to tackle Paul Round. Wigan now still driving the ball down midfield, using this big, heavy pack. Taking a lot of steam out. And another penalty. Penalty against Andy Pratt. And Whitfield's going to have a go. Again, a very difficult kick. Both of these kickers possibly taking kicks from large distances, but they know the value of 2 points in a final. Again, fully 47, 48 yards. The left of the posts. He's put a good mound of sand under it. He'll be hoping to get a tremendous amount of loft in this ball. And he does, but not quite got the distance. Neil Holding to bring it away. Wigan this week have concentrated on the defensive patterns. They've been doing a tremendous amount of tackling practice, and I think it's showing here in the way that their forwards in pairs are going up to the St Helens cover. Good long kick from Vivers, well covered by Edwards. Oof. I don't think Sean Edwards would like to meet that character Malman England on a dark night many times. But it's still Wigan ball. John Ferguson bringing it away. Sean Wayne. Been playing nearly 20 minutes now, and we still haven't had a scrum in the match, which shows the pace of the game and the turnover of the ball. Wigan a little at 6s and 7s here. Oh! And it's anywhere. Chris Arkwright, welcome retreat for it. St Helens standoff. Had knee trouble, but thankfully fit for today's match. to Round. Almost through. Another local-born lad, this man, Paul Round, number 12, scored 3 tries in the first round against Runcorn. Today, interesting battle there between this youngster from Culture near Warrington and the man from Sydney, Ferguson. Oh, good ball, good pass. Holding, looking for a gap. Helens just edging into that 25-yard. We might see a chance of a drop here. No, it's a high ball from Meninga. Vivas is under it. Edwards is under it. Oh, Vivas has got it! And oh, no! He's 6 inches short. Well, I first saw this tactic from Meninga and Vivas when they were playing for the South Club in Brisbane. They scored a try with it there, and they were within inches. So Wigan breathe again. And a good side, bringing the ball away now to the blind side, through your forwards, taking it away one at a time, steadying the game down, reforming. What a fine game is this Wigan skipper, number 11, Graham West, having. Still going, played the ball to himself. Ricky Case. But he lost it. And the first scrum of the match, which I think Roy Haggerty there coming on. It looks like Phil Vivas coming off, the Australian fullback who was damaged in that high up and under with Meninga. And poor Phil Vivas going off as Roy Haggerty, very experienced player. It's always sad to see a man being stretchered off the field. Penalty to Wigan, kneeling in the scrum, trying to get an unfair advantage from Graham Littrop. Colin Whitfield to put to touch. Wigan's first real attacking situation for the game. They've been pending their half for the most part. Occasional kicks from Fairhurst. Using the pack now to drive towards those posts. Good run from Brian Case there. Mark Cannon. West again. I think if any man's going to break through, it looks like this Wigan skipper West. He's causing a lot of problems. Fairhurst to Wayne. Oh, well held by Holding and Arkwright. 15 yards from St Helens line. Stevenson looking to take St Helens defence by surprise. West again, driving forward. He's a big man, he's a tall man. He's like one of these huge pine trees falling down. But he's lost the ball. St Helens, of course, moved Sean Allen to full back in place of Vivas and Roy Haggerty in the centre. Both these sides, great cup traditions in the Lancashire Cup. Wigan, the record number of wins for this trophy, 16 times in its history. The St Helens winners of it 9 times. Edwards taking his time. No way through from Pinner. And a penalty. Well, very silly of Saints skipper Harry Pinner. He'd made the tackle, he put Edwards to the floor, and then he went down with his knees. No need for it. And I think he knows that. So that kick puts Wigan back on the attack again. Hooker, Nicky Kiss to take the tap penalty. And Neil Court. Courtney on the successful winning side for Warrington in the Lancashire Cup final when Saints last appeared and were beaten. West again looking for support to win. Oh, he's through. He's got a gap. Has he got the speed? He's got it ball to Stevenson. He's got Gill on his outside. Oh, nice move. Still going. Well, it looked a knock on, and it was. But I don't think St Helens will be too upset by that. I think they'll be relieved that the movement was stopped. Best piece of play from Wigan so far. And a vital scrum here now, inside St Helens 25. Wigan's Jimmy Fairhurst to put the ball in, and he gets it. To Cannon, Whitfield. Now here's a 2-to-1 situation. Oh, welcome in. Oh, but Cannon's got the ball there, he's going for the line! Yes! No! A penalty! Double movement! Oh, decision there by Ronnie Campbell. Well, that'll set the fans talking in the clubs and the pubs tonight. They'll argue, they'll moan about that for years. Referee Ronnie Campbell on the spot declared double movement. Mark Cannon tackled inches short of the line and tried to plunge over. But what a let-off for St Helens. St Helens now aiming to settle down, bringing it away with the forwards, edge it away to the blind side. Good professional play here. Taking it away from the post, play it towards the touchline. Lip trot to Pinner, looking for Platt. Oh, good solid tackling. The number of tackles this number 11 West must have put in so far. Holding no way through. Very dangerous, very elusive runner Neil Holding. Lip trot, looking for play. And the sixth tackle coming up. High ball from Pinner. What a knock-on. Nicky Kiss having a smile to himself. He knew what he did. And referee Campbell on the spot, having a very good game, this referee, keeping the play flowing, keeping the movement. And St Helens Neil Holding to put the ball in. Wigan with a bigger, heavier scrum, but Liptrop by far the more experienced hooker, and it tells there. Oh, good ball to Pinner. Oh, but well taken. Good cover there from Ian Potter. Good loose forward play, covering the blind side. To Akla. Had knee ligament trouble all week, had a fitness test this morning, but that left leg possibly giving him still a little trouble. To Pinner. Oh, beautiful ball from Pinner. He's got round inside him now. Can he get to that line? Ferguson's with him. Oh, good tackle from that flying wingman. Well, that Australian wingman from eastern suburbs. But he's over, and a try. Yes, a try for substitute Roy Haggerty. He puts his finger up in the air. The St Helens crowd, that section in the crowd, go wild with delight. And good thinking there from Roy Haggerty. He came up like an express train, took the ball, and there was no stopping him. So St Helens even further in the lead, 10 points to 2. And all credit to that man. He read the situation well. Harry Pinner and Mal Meninga there now, really working the side up. And another good kick. Well, this youngster Sean Day signed early in the season from the amateur club culture, really repaying his fee. 12 points to 2, St Helens take the lead. Many people in St Helens, I know, were a little bit upset that the final was to be played on the opponent's ground at Wigan, but I must say, having played in these finals, really the place where you play doesn't matter. The atmosphere cancels that out, and I think St Helens are showing this at the moment. There's a long way to go yet. We saw a team in the Yorkshire Cup final, Hull Kingston Rovers, 12 points in the lead, and suddenly go down, and who knows, it could be done here. Well, how were the mighty fallen? Wigan pack, I know, I think must contain St Helens in this half. But Meninga, other thoughts. To Edwards. Looking for support. Wigan not really getting this ball flowing to their backs. They're keeping it in midfield, in the forwards. Here's an opportunity now. Stevenson. But Ferguson really hasn't had a touch of the ball except from half-back positions. Very dangerous player, this. Signed from the Eastern Suburbs club in Sydney. But the sixth tackle and the changeover. Tony Burke. Good strong driving run. Signed by St Helens from Leeds last season. Holding to Pinner, good ball to Haggerty. Oh, but well taken by Colin Whitfield. Good, solid, strong tackle there on Haggerty. Arkwright. Oh, beautifully taken by Holding. Some excellent play here, an excellent defence, particularly on Edwards' part there. And the sixth tackle coming up. Did we see a long distance attempt at a drop goal from Pinner? Well, it was an attempt, but that was all. A renowned drop goal exponent, many to his credit, but not one of his better efforts there. Good, strong driving run again from number 10, Brian Case. But really, Wigan are getting nowhere with these tactics. St Helens' defence is looking after them, it's capable. And for Wigan's sake, the ball really should be spun out to these two wings. This man here, number 5, Henderson Gill, and Ferguson on the right wing. To Potter. Jimmy Fergus. We've had some good handling up today because that ball is very wet, very greasy. Conditions are not the best underfoot. To Meninga. Oh, good strong bullocking. Oh, beautiful ball today, and he's got him away. And that's what class rugby is all about. Well, St Helens paid an absolute fortune for this man, Mal Meninga. They hoped they would get it back. But with tries from centre play like that, well, he must rank amongst the world's best. And all credit to the kicker here now, this youngster Sean Day. He took his opportunity well. It was a clear run, but you've got to score them, and he did. A difficult kick here now. Those two tries for St Helens in the last 5 minutes certainly put them in the driving seat. He's taken the ball back a good way. And he's got it. Oh, wonderful kick. A pressure kick from a youngster like that. Off the touchline, I thought he'd taken it back a little bit too far, but he knew what he was doing. and it's 2 points. And who would have thought that St Helens would go into a lead, 18 points to 2. Wigan, Colin Whitfield to restart, and they must get themselves back into the game. They need a trying to goal before half-time. And I'm sure Whitfield will be looking to put this ball very, very deep to the St Helens line. And he does. Well taken by Sean Allen. St Helens may have bought some stars of world repute, but a lot of good local youngsters in their side. This boy, young Allen, one of the British Amateur Rugby League recruits, only 19 years of age. To Haggerty. Strong, bustling centre, this man, Roy Haggerty. Back to Meninga. Oh, good long kick. Well taken by Edwards. Work to scissors move with Stevenson. To Gill. Well, I suppose Henderson's Gill saying to himself, if I'm not getting the ball, I'd better come looking for it. Back to Sean. Another youngster from the Wigan St Patrick's Club. What a fine nursery for stars this side is. To West. Courtney. Kiss. Well, Wigan really not getting anywhere with these tactics. The ball being monopolised by the forwards. They've got to move it out. Kick from Cannon. To Burke. Goalie. St Helens, I think now, just before the half-time stage, 2 or 3 minutes to go, be quite content to hold this ball, work their way out, and then put the ball back to Meninga for the long kick. Here it is. Huge, towering ball. And Gill to retrieve. Oh, but well up by Roy Haggerty there. Covered fully 50 yards to contain Gill. Sean Edwards, no way through. Oops, well, Haggerty's ball. St Helens have that extra yard of pace. I think they're more content to move this ball out, not containing it in the pack down midfield. Their runners, their back three of Pinner, Round and Platts coming out wide. Oh, good ball. This is where it's going. Meninga again. He's got the pace. He's knocking him off. He's knocking Edwards off, and he's in. Oh, what a try! Well, he knocked them off with absolute contempt, did this man. He handed off the centre, and poor young Edwards, only 18 years of age, confronted with a man as big as this, well, he stood no chance. And another 4 points for St Helens. Meninga's made 2. $22 points to 2. And what a game this man's having. And the St Helens section of the crowd, they're going wild at this score. I don't think anybody ever expected a score like this in the first half. 3 tries in 9 minutes. Can this youngster Day repeat the kick again? He does. It's high. And he does. Oh, nothing's going wrong for the lad. 4 goals and 6 attempts. Wigan restart. Long kick to Pinner. St Helens now waiting for that half-time hooter. Will be content to play this ball away through the 6 tackles amongst the forwards. 40 minutes are up now, just little time added on for injury time. But this is the difference between the two sides. St Helens are more inclined to move the ball about, use the pace wide on the flanks, and Wigan are kept contained in midfield with the forwards. And it's paying off. Good strong run from Tony Burke. Meninga again. Oh, chip over the top. Oh. Good tackle on youngster Edwards. And Henderson Gill. To Cannon. To Stevenson. Ferguson. Very elusive lad this. Scored some excellent tries since he joined Wigan. 6 tries already this season. Sean Wayne. And Wigan must be desperate now to get back in the game. But not till the second half. There's the hooter. And who would have thought that we would be going in for the first half in this Lancashire Cup final with a score like 24 points to 2 in St Helens' favour. And that man of the first half, Meninga, well, he scored 2 himself. Who did all the damage against Wigan in that first half. Meninga. And Wigan, I'm sure, must be looking to get back in this game very quickly with a couple of tries. They face a tremendous uphill struggle to overhaul this 24 points to 2 deficit. And you won't get it like that with penalties. Ronnie Campbell are judging that the tackle had been made, and Nicky Kiss stealing the ball after the tackle had been made. And Meninga to kick to touch. Not a good one, but a safe one. Brian Case, number 10 for Wigan, working as hard as ever. Good tackle there on Tony Burke for St Helens. Peter Gawley. And St Helens, with this huge lead, 24 points to 2, maybe a little less adventurous. They may elect to hold the ball, but when you do that, very often you can come unstuck. And Wigan desperate to get back in this game. Oh, nicely judged kick from Neil Holding, turning Wigan wingman John Ferguson back. Puts St Helens on the attack. 15 yards now from the Wigan line. Neil Holding happily recovered there from his injuries of late. Suffered serious knee injuries and groin strain in Australia. Jimmy Fairhurst to feed the ball for Wigan. And he gets it. But no way through. Mark Cannon to Edwards, linking up on the line. And Ferguson. Haven't seen much of this flying Australian wingman this afternoon, but very, very tricky in possession. Case looking for support. Good, strong driving run again by Brian Case, but I'm afraid somewhat of a lone campaigner in this Wigan side. To Cannon. West. Oh, good ball. Number 6 tackle coming on. Cannon again. Good, long, raking kick to touch. Mark Cannon from St George's Club in Sydney. Good heel from Liptrot for St Helens. Holding, working the blind side. To Hegarty. Oh, the ball from Pinner to Arkwright, but a forward pass. Referee Ronnie Campbell on the spot. Back to here, says Ronnie. Wigan's Fairhurst to feed the scrum. And in it goes. Wigan ball. Cannon. Oh, good ball to Whitfield. But a bad ball. Bad alignment there on the Wigan backs part. Ferguson coming in midfield. Well, he's only a small character, this Ferguson, but he's a very lively, wiry character, difficult to put down. Wigan on the attack, West. An early try to Wigan would give them some heart, give them some support. Courtney. Kiss. Well, I'm afraid I can't see these tactics paying off by Wigan. That's 4 tackles they've used up now. They've gone 5 yards and haven't moved really anywhere. This is the way to put the ball, and Cannon showing them. It's Whitfield. Oh, good tackle. And some incident there between Holding and Whitfield. Referee Ronnie Campbell. Kick to St Helens. And a penalty for talking. Well, with a disciplinarian like Ronnie Campbell in charge, you don't yap back at the referee. And he's saying to Fairhurst, I'm in charge, lad, I'm in charge, listen to me. And a penalty. And an Inga to kick. Tony Burke. This prop forward, Tony Burke, been a good buy from Leeds last season for St Helens, has considerable speed. Peter Gawley. Retired at the end of last season, this man, Peter Gawley, but St Helens had the good sense to talk him out of retirement. Neil Holding looking for a gap. Chris Arkwright. Oh, good backing up to Holding. Wigan cover here at full stretch, but another good tackle from Graham West. Arkwright to Pinner to Round. But no way through. And Hegarty having a go on his own. And the 6th tackle coming up. Well, will Saints run it or the upper number? And it's the upper number. It's a very, very high one. And offside, pushing. Yes, Harry Pinner, St Helens captain, acknowledging Campbell's decision, pushing Jimmy Fairhurst, the Wigan scrum half, out of the way. And a relieving kick from Whitfield. St Helens, of course, already won this Lancashire Cup 9 times, but haven't won it since 1968. At a time in the 60s when they monopolised the trophy. They won it 7 times in the 1960s, but had a very lean spell since then. And I'm sure they'll not want to relinquish their hold on this 24 points to 2 score at the moment. Oh, ball to Edwards. Well covered by Meninga. West driving it away in midfield. Fairhurst, good long raking kick, but well positioned by Sean Allen. Good positional play from Allen there. Not a full-back, usually a centre, picking up that great position. Holding, Burke, having a good rousing game, this Tony Burke. Harry Pinner. St Helens not as adventurous as the first half, I think. A little more restrained. They know they're winning. They know that Wigan have a lot of points to score to overhaul them. What we have, we hold is the policy, I think. Oh, just out. Ball back.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. 2 police messages. Mr. David McCombs from Cornwallis Road, West Remains. Your father has been taken to hospital. He's damaged his leg. Would he meet him there?
Jimmy Fairhurst to play.
And Barnabas Struthers from
referee Ronnie Campbell not happy with that scrum. Nicky Kiss, the Wigan hooker, can't get down. Now Lipchap counts. And a penalty. Penalty to Wigan. And a quick differential. Cannon. Big, strong lad, but hasn't really got anywhere so far. To Courtney. St Helens cover defence. Soaking up this pressure from the Wigan pack. To Wayne. Just couldn't get the ball away to West. Edging into the St Helens 25. Fairhurst, Potter. Oh, but a good tackle by St Helens number 6, Chris Arkwright. Kiss. And the 6th tackle. It's a tricky one, it's over the line, and it's gone. Be a tap out. I think referee Ronnie Campbell, a little unsighted, was looking to see if the fullback Sean Allen had touched it. That would have been a drop out under the post, but no, it cleared the line. So a tap to St Helens and Peter Gawley to bring it away. Liptrot looking to Hegarty, bounces one man off. Peter Gawley to Pinner, good move to Pinner. All to Ledger, now this boy can run if he gets the space. We've seen very, very little of him so far. Barry Ledger, St Helens wing, Neil Holding. Ball to Arkwright, but a forward. Referee Campbell looking to be giving his semaphore signals, but it's forward pass. Wigan's Jimmy Fairhurst to put the ball in. Wigan having a lot of possession in this half, but not really achieving much with it. And again, Whitfield. Stevenson. To Courtney. Well, these forwards are ploughing downfield, but surely Wigan must realise that they're getting nowhere with these tactics. Forwards coming in one. That's better now to Henderson Gill. He's got space on the corner. Oh, is he away? Just can't get his footing. Put to Edwards. Oh, good cover tackle by St Helens there, but the first real chance to Wigan from Henderson Gill. Now what can Wigan do? Fairhurst to Cannon. To Graham West. And the sixth tackle. Well, a good piece of cover there from St Helens. Kept Wigan out, but it did show the value of moving that ball out wide. And Pinner, St Helens skipper, content to bring it away. Arkwright to Meninga. Hegarty. One of the advantages of having a centre so big, he can relieve the forwards for a little while. Oh, good crunching tackle there from Wigan number 8, Neil Courtney. Used to play for St Helens, so he'll be as keen as ever to do well. And another raking kick from Holding. St Helens pushing Wigan further back. Scrum half Neil Holding there, using the kick through well. Save those forwards, Pratt, Burke, Lipshot, a lot of effort. And Wigan there. Youngster full-back Sean Edwards looking for the half break, not quite got the pace to go through. Well, possession has been all Wigan this half. They've had plenty of the ball. A few points to show, still 24 points to 2 to St Helens, but this is better. Fairhurst weaving, dodging to Gill. Good, strong, forceful run from Gill here now to Ferguson. Oh yes, wrong-footed there. Good run from Ferguson there, but well covered by Neil Holding. And a penalty. Neil Holding craftily, cleverly holding John Ferguson so that he couldn't play the ball. And a penalty. And Wigan was surely elect to run this ball. 15 minutes into this second half. Wigan still looking for their first try. 24 points to 2 to St Helens. And we've got 2 balls on the field. To Fairhurst. Edwards scurrying, scuttering. Well taken by Gawley. Gawley and round. Good double tackle there on youngster Edwards. But Wigan now 15 yards from the line, putting the pressure on. Brian Case. But still this St Helens defence holding very well. To West. Can't quite get the ball away. 6 tackle coming up. I'm sure Wigan must run it. They've got to go for tries. Cannon. Yes, and it's a try. Well, that showed something of the strength of Henderson Gill. At last, something for those Wigan fans to cheer. A good kick by Cannon, nicely judged. Henderson Gill took it, and it was his strength that carried him over. Just couldn't quite hold him up. So a little heart for the Wigan fans. Difficult kick for Whitfield. Right out on the touchline. And again, using that mound of sand, giving the height. Wigan need these 2 points. And he's got them. So those 6 points to Wigan, taking the score up there. 24 points to 8 for St Helens now. I think these opening minutes in this first half have shown St Helens a little complacent. When you do go in with a half-time lead of 24 points to 2, you think you've won the game, you think you've got it all sewn up. But between these two great sides, St Helens and Wigan, the game's never sewn up till the final whistle. And Wigan are coming back into this game now. A huge roar from their fans. Sean Wayne, and now there's some blood moving. It's amazing what a try can do, and what 15,000 fans behind you can roar you on. Wigan on the attack. Nicky Kiss, Courtney. Fairhurst, Cannon. And I think this is the difference. Wigan spinning the ball across. Henderson Gill, he's the danger man, he's going in again. Oh, he's done it, and it's over. No, he bounced it. Yes, Edwards jumping in the air, but he bounced it. Referee Ronnie Campbell on the spot. Wigan fans up in arms. Graham West consulting. A crescendo of boos roaring around the stadium. But referee Campbell, he bounced it. And he's calling for youngster Edwards. I think Sean Edwards must have said something to him. And a penalty. Wigan fans not very happy because he disallowed one for Wigan in the first half. That double movement from Mark Cannon. And now one from that man there, Henderson Gill. But that disallowed try just shows what quality Wigan have to come back in this game if St Helens let it slip. And at the moment, they're too relaxed, they're too composed. I think Harry Pinner, Saint Skipper's got to take a grip of his side. And there is Pinner. Suddenly, a bit more bounce has come back into this second half. To Hegarty. Oh, a good strong run here from Hegarty. Wrong foot skill, but he's lost it. And a knock on. Referee Campbell, never one to shirk a decision. Very strong disciplinarian. Fairhurst to put the ball in. Wigan taking the last three scrums, and there's the fourth. Oh, good movement from Whitfield. Wigan now making better use of this possession, pushing the ball out wide, moving it out to the flanks. And the forward second rows, Wayne and West, running onto the ball further out wide. To Fairhurst. Good ball to West. Cannon. And St Helens really under pressure. Another score from Wigan, I'm sure, would set this game alight. Edging into that St Helens 25-yard. To Courtney. West. Still going. The sixth tackle coming up. Wigan must surely run this. They must try to score a try. Courtney, not often you see a prop forward doing an up and under. But Wigan ball again, and six further tackles. Winger Sean Day there, touched the ball. John Ferguson. Great rivalry between these two sides. Only time they've ever met in the Lancashire Cup finals. St Helens were the winners, 16 points to 8, 31 years ago. But this game isn't over by any means. What a transformation we've seen in this second half. The first half, all St Helens. Second half, all Wigan. West, good ball from West. Oh, Whitfield's going at the corner. He's got Gill with him. Oh, but a magnificent tackle. Excellent cover tackle from second row, Paul Round. Gill. Well, and Meninga has the ball. What a penalty. Meninga stealing the ball when the tackle had been made. Henderson Gill obviously took a knock in that tackle made by Meninga. Very interested to see what's happening with Henderson Gill, and substitute number 14 for Wigan, John Pendlebury, about to come on the field. And St Helens defence under pressure. They scored 3 tries in that 9-minute spell in the first half, but they've yet to score in the second half. And it looks like Wigan, who are more likely favourites to score. So John Pendlebury to come on for Henderson Gill. Very versatile footballer, Pendlebury, loose forward, full back. Wigan on the attack, 10 yards from that line. Courtney driving for the States. 15 minutes to go, St Helens holding that 24 points to 8 lead. It looked impregnable at one time, but not now. Bayenke still going. Oh, good ball to West. Can he get the ball out? He's over. Yes! Oh, an excellent try. Excellent try. Wigan fans, wild with delight. Can they sense their team coming back into the game? Very slipshod, slack defence that let Graham West in there. A man so big, 6'5", you've got to put him down at the first impact. St Helens didn't, he had the stride and he carried on. And those fans exuberant as ever. And if Whitfield were to get this goal, just 10 points to separate the sides. Vital goal this for Wigan. Well to the left of the posts. But he's got the angle. He lofts it high. But he misses it. So 24 points to 12 for St Helens. Wigan still to score twice and convert to draw level. What a transformation in this match. All St Helens in the first half, looking the eventual winners, and now looking shaky. And I think the reason, far too complacent. Many, I think, felt that they had their hands on the medals. But in a derby game like this, it's when the final whistle goes. And Wigan again. Bayenkes, what a fine game this Great Britain top forwards had, driving the ball away in his own half, setting up the attacks in the opponent's half. And one of the vital factors, I think, for Wigan in this half has been the increased possession that they've had. They've monopolised the scrums in the second half. Fairhurst to Wayne. Interesting to think what the score would have been if Wigan hadn't had those 2 tries disallowed. There'd be a lot of controversy around that. Oh, good run. Edwards, he's got the gap on the outside, and here's another chance. Oh, but a good tackle. Excellent tackle from youngster Sean Allen on Edwards, and a good run from that Wigan full-back. And the 6th tackle. Well, I think it's a good job St Helens did have that big lead, because there's certainly only one side in it at the moment. St Helens look leaden-footed, they look unsure. They've lost that rhythm that they had. Andy Pratt. To Meninga. Good long kick, back to Pendlebury. He's gone to full back, and Sean Edwards the move to the wing position. Put a knock on. And the referee Ronnie Campbell looks very happy with his game. Scrum down 35 yards from that Wigan line. So Helens need holding to feed the scrum. Oh, good ball to Arkwright. Nobody with him. I think Chris Arkwright trailing that left leg a little bit, not quite 100% fit, but a lot of character and a lot of guts to play in this Lancashire Cup final. That's only... Yeah. St Helens now, first real attack that they've mounted in this half. Burke, Andy Platt, driving to the posts. St Helens may be looking for a drop goal to give that 13-point, a vital 13-point difference. And they are. Barry Ledger, but he misses it. Play on. To Platt. St Helens then. 6th tackle coming up. Touch judge, Mr. Simpson. Yellow flag aloft. Spotted an incident. Having a word with Platt, yes. Well, I think Platt may have used his elbow as he was being tackled. Well, welcome relief for Wigan. And Whitfield to touch. So Wigan 12 points behind and 10 minutes to go. Courtney. To Case. Saints will want to contain Wigan down here with their tackling. Burhurst to West. Good ball to Wayne, but ricochet back. Meninga's caught it. Oh, just couldn't quite get through. But a good tackle from John Pendlebury. Good recovery from that fullback. To Arkwright. Liptrop. To Holding, looking for space. Arkwright again. Tony Burke driving it through. A bit more direct tactics from a prop forward there. Straight for the line. Holding, looking for support. St Helens then, 10 yards now from the Wigan line. To Round, oh! Bad pass, but Sean Day, well picked up. And Meninga relieving the forwards again. Well, a bit of a melee there. Frustration, I think. Nicky Case attempted a blow at Meninga's head. Come on, lads, settle down, said the touch judge. And I think the touch judge, Mr. Thornbury, took his life into his own hands, I think. But I think St Helens players were incensed at a wild punch that was made against Meninga's head as he was crashing through. And there's a discussion here in midfield. And what will Mr. Campbell do? He's having a word with John Pendlebury. You'll go, son, if you carry on like that, he says. And a penalty. And a good demonstration, I think, from referee Campbell as to what happened. Sean Day then, already 4 goals to his credit. Not forgetting that try. An easier kick than his previous ones, just outside the 25. it's a good kick. Beautiful ball. Straight between the posts. So 5th goal for Sean Day. That edges St Helens out further, 26 points to 12. Colin Whitfield to kick off, and I think even he must realise that that extra 2 points probably taking St Helens a little bit too far away. But all credit to Wigan for coming back in this game in the second half. They've really made a cup final worthy of these two contestants. Ooh. Good strong tackle from number 10 by Case. Saints, I think, a little too safety first at this stage. That's the time when you're being safety first, that's when you make mistakes. Oh, Hegarty did very well to get onto the ball, but a knock-on. The first knock-on made by the St Helens player. Well, he doesn't like it, but he'll have to lump it. Wigan ball. And a knock on, but offside. Offside decision. Correct decision. The loose forward cannot leave the scrum, and Harry Pinney was coming round the blind side to get an unfair advantage. 5 minutes to go. St Helens still holding on that big lead, 26 points to 12. Case. Wigan monopolised possession in the second half, used it much better than they did in the first half. West looking to switch direction. No way through this time. Oh, Kiss going for the line. Well, St Helens look really slipshod near this line in this second half. They're far too casual for their own good. Wigan, can they take advantage of it? And the 6th tackle. Kiss, Cannon again, looking for similar tactics. High ball. Oh, is he going over? Referee Campbell looking for the decision from the touch judge, and it's a try. Nicky Kiss. Well, good piece of refereeing there. Referee Mr. Campbell, not quite sure whether Nicky Kiss had scored that ball from the up and under. Looked to Mr. Thornbury for the decision, got the nod, and a try for Kiss. And just as I was saying how that St Helens defence was looking vulnerable in the second half, up come the Wigan side to score. And it's there. Another 6 points to Wigan then. 26 points to 18 now. Can we see a grandstand finish? And Meninga coming to take the kick off. I'm sure the fact that Meninga's taking this ball, he's going to put a powerful kick, a long one down deep. And he does, but well taken by Pendlebury. Wigan in the second half scored 16 points to St Helens 2. What a transformation. Hegarty. Fairhurst. Sean Wayne, oh, good tackle. To Cannon. West again, running out well, out wide on the outside now. Both he and Wayne move themselves out wide, getting more space, using the ball better. Oh, well taken by Allen. And all credit to both sides. Whoever wins, we've seen 7 tries, 4 to St Helens, 3 to Wigan, 2 disallowed tries, and I'm sure the fans couldn't want more than that. Harry Pinner, weaving, dodging, looking for space. Ball round. 2 minutes to go, plus injury time, and St Helens looking to hold on to this ball. But I really do think St Helens' tactics in this second half have been far too safety first. They've closed in upon themselves and not given the ball out to the wings as they were doing in the first half. And the 6th tackle to Meninga. Just content to push the ball deep into the Wigan dead ball area. Youngster Edwards in the wing position now, bringing it away to his opposite wing, Ferguson. Oh, good tackle by Graham Liptrot on Ferguson. And a penalty. John Ferguson being interfered with there. Has he played the ball? Liptrot didn't allow him to play the ball.
Chosen today by the press is St Helens number 4, Meninga.
Wigan to restart. Wigan desperate for points here now, still trailing by 8 points, 26 points to 18 in St Helens' favour. But what a fine comeback this Wigan side have done, true to the traditions of this Wigan side. And Stevenson still not letting this trophy go. He's got some space on his outside. Can he get it across to Edwards? Oh, he does. Edwards looking to go for the corner, beats one man. To Casey, it's Wigan, still go. And Ferguson, he's lost it. And it's still anybody's ball. Oh. Well. John Pendlebury there, all the way from the full-back position. Nearly scored, and just that boot of the ball defeated him. But all credit to this Wigan side, as I was saying. It's not for anything that they've appeared 30 times, a record number in this Lancashire Cup final. And here they are, in at the finish, still battling it out with their rival St Helens. And Mal Meninga coming away with the ball. Man of the match here, adjudged by the press this afternoon. Scored 2 tries himself, made 2 from the centre position. Moving into injury time now. Andy Pratt. The song of When the Saints Go Marching In, ringing round the terraces. St Helens' first Lancashire Cup win possibly since 1968. They've waited a long time for this. Won it 7 times in the 60s. This should be the 10th win. They beat Runcorn in the first round, 58 points to 14. Barrow in the second round, 36-10. And Lee in the semi-final, 31-10. Meninga quite content just to punch that ball downfield, keep Wigan down here. Furs to Cannon. And well picked up by Paul Ryan. Referee Campbell there, playing advantage law very well to Sean Allen. I think St Helens know that it's injury time. There's the hooter. Youngster Sean Allen leaps in the air. Players congratulate each other. And at 26 points to 18, St Helens worthy winners. But what a fine Lancashire Cup final, worthy of the traditions of these two great clubs, Wigan and St Helens. And I think the only difference between the two sides, that man of the match, Mal Meninga.